I've concocted, like, so the Gravity Falls mini scene from the 2013 San Diego Comic Con, where the Pines family goes to Comic Con. Mabel, Dipper, Stan, Seuss, their voice actors, and Matt Chapman read along, voicing each of the characters in the storyline, and Alex Hirsch, the narrator. It gave me a similar idea of I want to do that for Higglytown Heroes because, and have Liliana Mooney be the narrator, even though I'm sure she's able to do Twinkle's voice anymore. I'll also give her another character voice who's the narrator. Yeah, so the Ecosia search engine is what inspired me to write another climate active, carbon negative message storyline where it's supposed to serve as another serious finale to the canon of Higglytown Heroes. Something that's probably wraps up the show much better than Calling All Heroes did before in 2008 because because when Pix drew up those magic snowmen, because when Pix did what Twinkle normally does when she has a silly plan to draw up, Pix could skirt the problem that Fran pointed out because the bag of magic frost that Santa gave him at the beginning was exactly what he needed to get to pull Santa's sleigh back to the North Pole. And everyone at the North Pole, and as well as the Higgly kids and their families back in Higglytown, all celebrate Pix for saving Christmas. And also maybe just a little disappointment for Twinkle because I wanted Twinkle to do that at the end of Higglytown Heroes. So that's why I wrote I See a Hero. The main conflict of I See a Hero is that Twinkle and Wayne still want to move to the North Pole and wrap presents for Santa when they are old enough to move out and when they're old enough to live independently. But they're also worried that the North Pole might not even be there when they're 20 years old because of global warming. And that's what inspires Twinkle to concoct, and that's what inspires Twinkle's wild brain to concoct a search engine named Cap Ice that will restore glaciers and polar ice caps in the same way that the Ecosia search engine restores trees and rainforests, right? Brazilian rainforests, Bolivian rainforests, and other good rainforests that need to be restored in South America and Central America. I liked how John Astin and Sean Astin were the father-son pairing of actors who got to play Santa and Pix in Twinkle's Wish, and Goonies and Lord of the Rings star Sean Astin, who played Pix the Elf in Twinkle's Wish, got to star in his own Playhouse Disney series a couple years later named Special Agent Oso, and they also have done the same for that 70s show star Wilmer Valderrama, who played the helicopter pilot hero from Higgly Islands when he gets to play Handy Manny and Handy Manny. But yes, the point of the story in I See a Hero, it's a pun, seeing ice runs, and Cap Ice is intended to sound like a peach, but without the letter S. Yeah, in I See a Hero, Twinkle dreams of, she wishes that she could think through a silly plan she draws up to be a Higglytown hero, or Christmastown hero like Pix after Wayne tells her about what Pix did to get Santa's sleigh back to the North Pole. So, and then the Higglytown Hero kids and their parents decide to have a live chat fundraiser at Mo's Diner that goes on all week, and to help them begin making the Camp Ice search engine. Hey, in the Ecosia search engine, this is part 2 of the previous video we took was this video is sponsored by Ecosia, which uses, if not 100%, at least 80% of its profits to plant trees. But if you ask me, it should really be spending 50% on planting trees and using 30% to buy the land it uses 30% of its profits to at least 30% of its profits to cut things up. You use the 30% to buy the land that I think Ecosia needs a little change to use 30% of that 80%. Cut down the 80% for planting trees to 50% of its profits used to plant trees, and use the other 30% missing to reroute 30% to buying the lands to shut down factories of 90 or 100 companies that cause the most carbon emissions and global warming. And speaking of cutting down global warming, I even have a funny inside joke with I See a Hero in which Santa tells Twinkle that tells Twinkle that they actually have something that can at the North Pole that can turn carbon dioxide back into coal, and that's what they use to punish naughty people who at Christmas have been bad all year, even if they weren't the ones causing the carbon emissions. But it's funnier when they are the ones who cause CO2 emissions and their coal finds its way back to them, and it's an endless cycle. They can't escape their coal unless they don't burn it anymore. Look, my script needs work. It's almost complete, but I stopped writing in April because something happened. I stopped in April 2022 because I started in December 2021, but stopped in April. I started in December 2021, but then I postponed on April 2022 because of the problem with my flash drive. I need to get it checked at Best Buy. It's been almost 2 years, and it's been almost a year since I paused it, and I just really want to finish it and make it shorter. I feel like I made the middle way too long, but there is a nice treat. But there is a Christmas light at the end of the Christmas tunnel. At the end of this Earthly tunnel, having Twinkle learn to be a Higglytown hero by preserving the future of the polar ice caps and the homes of penguins and penguins in the south and elves in the north, and preserving the home of penguins in the south and polar bears and elves and reindeer in the north is not the only. Having Twinkle learn to be a Higglytown hero that way isn't the only cool special last episode event that would happen in I See a Hero. The readers may seem that they want the new kid actors and adult voice actors to read. Because another cool last episode event that I want to happen here is that I think Twinkle and Wade should finally meet their dad, and they learn that he's a computer engineer technician in Higgly City who will help them buy the power plant of billionaire and trillionaire, and also buy their private plane, reuse the parts, recycle, reuse, cannibalize parts to start making their ice restoring search engine Cap Ice. I definitely hope that there actually is. Even though Ecosia and Cap Ice and Ocean Hero are online search engines, I hope there is a real actual engine involved somewhere that plants the trees, or engines of machines that plant. I'm sure there are also real engines involved with machines that plant trees and withdraw plastic from the ocean and turn the rising ocean back into ice, if you catch my drift. That's all I got to share about my special Higglytown Heroes Earth Day reunion that I want to be complete by 2024. And if you care about it, then if you want me to make this possible, then so I can afford a trip to California and ask the Higglytown Heroes production studio and the Leanna Movies agent to greenlight this reunion, then please subscribe to my channel now if you want me to keep the memories and hopes of Higglytown Heroes alive. I mean, it's definitely worked for me before when I made five back-to-back Higglytown Heroes videos in the month of December in 2021. So let us hope my channel is lucky to get another push that big with more subscribers and viewers who care about Higglytown Heroes. Because I haven't made a new Higglytown Heroes video over a year until that Pizza Day video I made back in February. That also commemorates the special Valentine's Day episode in which Pizza Guy and Fan get to be the Higglytown Heroes. So, and you can watch that early video to hear more about my explanation of why I thought that was a good idea to let main adult characters, Pizza Guy and Fan be Higglytown Heroes for Valentine's Day. So, yeah, I think we can come around full circle if Wild Brain and Disney Jr. greenlight my pitch to film a live, have a live reunion recording Higglytown Heroes voice actors reading I See Hero once it is complete in 2024. I'm doing this for 2024, and it's something I want to do for the next year's spring break to celebrate both the 20-year anniversary of Higglytown Heroes and the 30th birthday of Leanna Moonby, because her birthday is Monday after Tax Day and 6 days before Earth Day. I know this video has a lot of scared thoughts in it. It's a lot more comic, me telling you what I want to do for I See Hero, to use Higglytown Heroes to raise awareness for global warming and start a new search engine that restores glaciers, ice. Yeah, I had a lot of scary, complicated thoughts in that compared to Twitch. That other video was easier to pull off. If you get the gist of what I'm saying, then you will like this video and subscribe and recommend this to more people who are feeling nostalgic about Higglytown Heroes and want to hear me talk about it again. So that'd be a nice way to, Pizza Guy and Fan being Higglytown Heroes on Valentine's Day. So that'd be a nice way to come around full circle and have Twinkle learn to be a Higglytown Hero for Earth Day, and then have her brother and Wayne and the other two boys follow in her hop steps, and they become Higglytown Heroes with her. And Wayne and Twinkle's disappear down that their mom Funky reunites them with him in Higgly City. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more informative content like this video from Adam Cal, who happens to, by funny coincidence, share a date of birth with Google, the Google search engine, down to the year and the date, September 4th, 1998.